Hey guys, welcome back to Alpha Protocol. This video is going to be a bit different. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at how you can modify values within the game to get a bit more things that you want. Perhaps you want to get all of the skills maxed out before you even start everything, just to go God mode and everything and have all the perks and be the ultimate agent. Or you may want a lot of money. Or you may just want to level up your guy. In this case, you want to level up Michael very quickly. So that is what I'm looking to do in this tutorial. I'll be looking at several different things as well. One of the things that you'll need to do first of all to get started is to download Cheat Engine. Now, in order to do that, you will need to go into Google, go to Cheat Engine, type it into Google, and then you can download it. I'm on version 7.5 at the moment. How Cheat Engine works is that you hook it up to the game. So once you have it downloaded, the links for the cheat engine where to find it will be in the description. Once you've done that, um, you can go to the process here, find the game. So I'm using a protocol here, and then it will link to the game. Now, how cheat engine works is that it effectively modifies the RAM, the memory inside of the game, so that you can do the different things you want to do. So this is more targeted toward beginners and intermediates in terms of having this sort of thing work. So what I have here is I logged in the process over here, and what I have are a couple of values on the left-hand side. So I have the level, which is level 5. I got my XP, which is 10,895 out of 11,000. And I have my money down here, which is $819,047. I don't have any skill points as of right now, but my XP will go up in a bit, so I'll be able to track that. So if I were to look at XP, for example, I would need to look at 10,895, type it in, and then click for a scan. That will scan all the values that are using 10,895 in the game. 4 bytes is what I'm using as a value type. Now, there is a tutorial within Cheat Engine as well. The tutorial is sort of down here and gives you an understanding of what it's all about. But effectively, what you would need to do is you're looking for numbers in this case here. Depending on the type of game that you play, there are certain games that will use um, which won't use decimal points for their health bars. For example, most games will have a float number that's decimal points for their HP or their stamina or something. It's just easier to. That's how the developers designed it. Some games, depending on how old they are, might use 4-bit values. So in this case, if I want to find the health, which I'll probably find later, of Mike, then I might want to look for the 4-byte value, or might want to look for something else. So if I'm looking for XP, all right, I have all these numbers on here. Each one of these represent a certain part of memory in the game. That's the address which is located. That's the value that's currently at right now. As of right now, I don't know. So I need to go and do something to get XP up, and then these values will change accordingly. What I've also done is I have hotkeys. So if I go over to edit settings, I have hotkeys, which will let me change things how I want them. So the ones I use a lot is increase value, decrease value, is has the value changed or has the value not changed. Helps whittle things down. In this case, there's only 14 values here. So the one thing I can really do is copy all of them, put it to 10,999, and just wait for them to change. That's one way of doing it. I feel it's a bit lazy, but sometimes it works if you have only 14 values. Or I might want to do something else. So let's go into the game and let's find a mission. So let's contact Grigori. Now I've done this whole game already. Um, so let's go into the mission, and you can see here already that on this side these values change, which means I don't really care about them. So I can hit my keys and that things have been changed.
Grigori, I'm Agent Michael Thornton.
Let's start from there.
I suggest you say something now before I break your jaw.
And what do you suggest I say?
I want to know about Halbeck.
Maybe you should go to their website.
I ask you a question, I expect an answer. Now, are you Grigori?
Yes, yes.
Halbeck is smuggling weapons into Moscow. Who's their contact here?
I do not know.
Look at that. You spilled your vodka.
I told you, I do not know.
Then tell me something useful. Keep playing stupid. You're done.
You want Surkov, Sergei Surkov. Halbeck, it is a business like his. He may know how to help you.
Mina, that name mean anything to you?
I think we can work with that. Don't make more of a scene, okay? Everyone in that bar is probably armed.
If you'd give me a name when I first showed up, Grigori, you could have saved yourself a lot of trouble. Enjoy your drink, and you better hope I don't come back.
Alright. Let's see if that's done anything for XP. Alright, in this case, it hasn't, so I'm gonna have to go to another mission and do that. Alright, so let's go to investigate the weapons shipments. I already have the intel for it. Jump into the mission.
Must be a small army out there.
Come out, or I'll shoot through those boxes you're crouching behind.
Wouldn't want that.
American. CIA. I am surprised I did not hear you in Moscow.
I'm on vacation.
So you come here for the scenery? Or are you here to catch a train, darling?
Let's ditch the interrogation. You're here for the missiles, so let's not play games.
Darling, I do not play games. And apparently neither do you. But we should talk. I do not want to shoot you, as I only have so many bullets.
Could have fooled me.
I propose a deal. I am here for the same reason you are, to find this Halbeck train. We work together, we both get what we want.
If your objective is to reach the train, then we can help each other out. After that, I can't make any promises.
Nor can I. Until the train is reached then, yeah?
Well, considering you have the drop on me, then it sounds like a deal. For now.
That is good. Because I think we have company.
Alright, so a lot of money. Anyway. We also have health, and we also have shield, and we also have...
They may be guarding the shipment.
We also have the ammo, and we have the number of gadgets we can use. Those are all different values that I can look at as well. For now, I just want to do some XP. Need to find something that will help me gain XP, like hacking something.
Looks like I've walked into the middle of a turf war.
Or it's
Hope you're
somebody
not
else.
planning on getting involved.
May not have much choice.
Just remember why you're here, Mike.
Try to make this quick. Let's try here. Okay, so that has given me 25 extra experience points. Which should bring me to 10,960. However, for some reason on the cheat engine, that's not doing that for me. So it does happen sometimes as well. I find that this game you have to do it twice. So now I do it 10,960. There are a lot more values. So I will need to do something else. So there's some values that are showing up. So I'll just hit my button, brings down to 45. Got a keypad over here. So let's try to unlock this. Oops. Has it done anything? No. I have to look for some other values so I can do it.
Watch out, Mike. I'm picking up movement on that water tower.
Great. Snipers on the tower.
Fuck, got you, cocksucker.
How did you not see me? Oh, you don't. There we go. Level 6. So taking those guys out got me some new AP points. What it's also done, I think, is increased my XP. Now, depending on the game, let me just move over to get the noise out. Depending on the game, sometimes the game will reset that number. In this case, it just increases, so it just accumulates. It depends on the game. So I think for this video, I'm just going to focus on the XP, how to find the money, and then I got 10 points here. In another video, I'll look into doing health and some other things as well. Right. So technically it went up, but for some reason, again, I can't seem to find the value. So if I go for exact value, number's not there, which is weird because I know it's there. Try again. Like I said, there's one thing I can do, which is to go through all these and check them out again. What I can also do is open a new tab, and I can rename the tab. So I can rename the tab AP. So those are the action points. And I can come in here and I can put 10. That's this value over here. Scan. There are a lot of numbers. Now, this will be somewhat easy to do because you can manipulate the numbers here. So I can go here, and let's say for shotgun, I don't use shotgun personally, but I'll go to 5. And then I will look for any values that have changed. And these values have changed, but the exact value I'm looking for is 5. So it brings me down from 930 to 4. This one is modifying, so I'll take that out. Now I only have 3. Now what I can go back here and do is I can actually go back here and remove the rank. Okay, so we see here how this number here, I can double click it, it'll come down here. Now that'll give me what I want. So what you can do here is the following. You can double click the value and I can change it to 999 and thus have all the infinite AP points, which works. I can also, for a beginner, you can just literally do this, 999, and then once you make a change to this, it'll change the number here. That's one thing I can do for the beginner. For the intermediate, what I can also do, so let's just, for beginner, let's do this. So let's go here, we change by the rank. You can see here, I can now buy all of them. right? Like I said, I personally use shotgun. What I can also do is I can change that back to, let's change it back to 10. I can right click. I can then go to find out what access this address. This is more of an intermediate, or I attach a debugger. And every time I do a move around here, it will pick up the address that is currently doing that function over here. Once again, in order to understand what all this means, I'll probably do a separate video just in Cheat Engine to go through this, but it is quite cool. So if you click it, it'll tell you it's comparing two numbers. So this value, this here is the address, and this is the register over here. The registers you can also see down here. So you're comparing whatever is in EBX plus this. This is an offset, so this where directly where it is in memory, and this is the register here. So EDI is 5. So what it's doing is it's comparing 5 to whatever is in this number. That number happens to correspond with this over here. That's all it's doing. So that's what the game is doing, is comparing to see, okay, do you have this number or whatever. These are instructions that are happening before, and then this is what happens afterwards. If I wanted to modify this a bit further, I can go ahead and do so. But let's say I want to increase my shotgun, my submachine gun, I mean. Now we have something else that comes up. And what that is it's now subtracting EVP, which is 5, from that value. So my value right now is 10. So effectively it's doing 10 minus 5, which is 5. And that corresponds to whatever the cost is over here. Right? Now, for the intermediate person, what you can do from here is you can add this address to your code list, like this, for example, give it a name. And that way, anytime that your AP moves, you can then check that. To go a step further, you can go to the disassembly. All this is just memory information here. Right now, it's not important. The opcode right here is what's important. I can go in here and I can go to what is called, let me find it. Let's do this. Let me do Control A. It goes to auto assemble, and then what I'm creating is a script. Control Shift A in my case, and then where I want to inject the code here, and then I give it a name, and then it gives you something like this. Now, what I want to do here, like I said, this in itself will require a whole another tutorial as well. But for the purposes of this, in Team Immediate Person here, what you can then do is you can effectively um, shade this out. So then effectively the code itself will skip this. And what should happen is that you can just start putting in, effectively, it never counts it. So you can give as many as you want, or you can do 9999 for the beginner. Or what I can do instead is, if I know assembly code, instead of making this subtract, I can make it add. If I do add here, it'll add every time I do points, it'll add numbers to it instead of subtracting it. Okay, so I can test it out and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to come back to this part again and do it all over again. So if I do this, assign the current cheat table, close that down, I'll close that down. All right, run the script. So it should either add or the game will crash. Okay, and now what we can see here is, because I said to it add instead of subtract, now every time I see here, now every time that I'm doing this, I'm adding 5 to my points instead of taking away from it. That's another thing you can do. And now, instead of what I do now, instead of having to track the value here, another intermediate thing you can do is you can create what is called a pointer and simply say, hey, please tell me where this number is. If you don't want to have to keep looking for it every single time and go through all the same method, you can create a pointer, and then you can go off and you can do that. If you would like to see how to create pointers and address mapping and things of that nature, let me know. And I can create a small tutorial on that. It's quite cool to do. And then there's so many things you can do with G-Engine, which is why I'm making this in here. But the main thing I wanted to do was just say, okay, fine. How do I get more APs? Well, I can find out what the number is and then find that out. Or I can modify my XP so that I get closer to a new level, thus giving me more points. or I can maybe change the level itself, and then it'll do that for me. Those are ways that you can do it for this one. So the XP one, if I wanted to do that again, just to see how that works out, taking this off will mean that it will subtract instead of adding. So if you see here, it goes back to normal. So if I look at the XP over here, and the last one we'll look at will be money, and I'll wrap this up. So let's look at XP. I need to do something else that gives me XP. Let me save my changes. It's showing up. Okay, so I have some values on my slide over here that are doing weird stuff, so I'll get rid of that. Now, look at some health. That shouldn't give me XP, but hacking in this computer system, it should. Now, there's also a timer up here, which I can look at modifying as well. That's more of an intermediate thing. So I'll have to figure out how to do it first, and then I can make a video on that. So what I wanted to do for my channel, instead of just doing games, which is great.
I'm in, and I've discovered where the weapons are going.
Upload the data. I'll pass it along to the authorities.
What's interesting is that, in this case anyway, we're not getting the XP number moved across. So it could be another value altogether. Or it could just be a case where the number is being added in a different way. In our case, because we already have the AP number here, as long as we have something, I can find the value, put 999 for beginners. For intermediates, we can then put, we can make the script and add numbers to it, or take out the subtraction altogether so it doesn't need to count it. So there's that. All right, last one for this until we'll wrap the video up is look for the money. So I need to look for 823047. There probably shouldn't be a lot of numbers that have that. Okay, in my case, it's only one. So what I want to do is I can either try this out by right clicking and then giving it a different number. Let's give it 67. Now come back, come out of this, come back. We can see here that the number has changed here. So because it's only one value and the value is so unique, this wasn't a hard one to actually do. That's for a beginner. So for a beginner, I can just go 9999999, and then I can buy anything I want in the game. And come back here, come out, and there we go. Infinite money. What I can also do, I'll make a new number up because I can't remember what it was anyway. For the intermediate, what I can also do is, like a script here, I can go in, find out what accesses the address, or I can find out what writes the address. Now, one thing I want to mention is this. When the address is written to, the register needs to be on the right-hand side. That's the one you would modify. If it's on the left, then typically you don't need to do anything with it. You can in certain instances, but majority of cases, you don't have to. So let's find some money, and we'll see if what writes to it. Still gotta find some money. Just to make sure the video isn't too long. The next video I will do will be on health, and also on the gadgets and the ammo. So if you want to see videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm looking at doing cheat engine tutorials for each game that I play. So that'll be things like Ghost of Tsushima, Biomutant, and also the other games I'm playing, like Mass Effect, Titan Filter, and games moving forward. Because I like doing it. It's reverse hacking. It's game hacking, first of all, reverse engineering, and it's quite fun. Alright, so we gotta find some money quickly. So let's go and do that. 1, 2, that's not 3. And what I might try to do as well in another video is do the timers as well, because that's also possible. Start running. Get this guy out. I can use the computer system. Ammo. Need to find some money.
What the fuck?
All right, so money might be over here, but all right, there's some money. But what it also did is that it moved the value. So you can see here that number. Let's come over here for a second. That number has changed. So it's moved it somewhere else. That's what this sort of thing is over here. It moved it to a different address, which happens. So what you could do as well is just find the number 826 798. Hit new scan. There's only one value anyways. In this case, the best thing to do, simply just add it here. All right. So that being said, I'll wrap this one up. This is a different video than what I normally do. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, if you're interested in learning more about Cheat Engine, I will make more videos on Cheat Engine, the tutorial, how it works. I make tutorials on Cheat Engine, is what I meant to say. How it works, how you can modify your games. Single player games is the only thing I focus on, only thing I really play. Multiplayer games, that's not really allowed. A lot of people don't like it anyway, and you can get banned for it. So there's no point doing that. So single player games, I'll be doing that for every game that I play. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I will catch you next time.